Welcome back to Cheri Voyage. For those of you that are wondering, where have you been, Cheri? I am a makeup artist, but I am also a fine artist. I got a really amazing opportunity to do a contemporary art show in Italy, so I have been focusing on that. But as it's winding down, I'm able to film again for you guys. So I'm so excited to share with you guys all the newness. And when I tell you guys I have a pile stacked up of products that I have been purchasing. Yes, purchasing, because 99.9% of the products that you guys see, I purchase with my own money and use them for myself and for my pro kit / clients. So that said, today we're going to get into some really fun foundations. It's the year of foundations and I'm so here for it. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Foundation, foundation, foundation. It is the year of foundation. Well, it always kind of feels like the year of foundation, but this year feels like my year. So many foundations are giving that second skin-like finish. So let's go ahead and play with these 4 favorite foundations today. We've got Patrick Ta and we've got Haus Labs. Now the Haus Labs I've talked about consistently. It's one of my absolute favorites. I'm a big lover of the Chanel Vita Lumiere foundation and they no longer carry it. So I have been looking feverishly for a similar formula, and this has definitely been it. So good. Those of you that know, you know, especially you makeup artists out there. The other 2 that I'm really loving are these 2. We have the Dior and the Charlotte Tilbury, and these are in stick formula. These came out. I was really excited to try these because they're great for travel and they're also great for my pro kit. All right, let's go ahead and try each one on, and then we're going to get into it, why I like them and who they are for. Let's start with the Patrick Ta. It states it's a Major Skin Hydra Luxe Luminous Skin Perfecting Foundation for a natural glow. I'm seeing a glow, so check. The main key points is that it's radiant, medium coverage, hyaluronic acid, hydrating, and best for dry, combination, and normal skin. Some highlighted ingredients is 3 forms of hyaluronic acid, plant-derived squalene to help elasticity, and kombucha for the look of smoothness and radiance. So I've been going back and forth with this foundation, meaning that I like it, I just don't love it as much as my Haus Labs, but it's still a very good foundation. I noticed it started to settle a bit into my pores compared to the Haus Labs. I do think that it sets nicely. I do feel some hydration. I do like the glow factor on it, but I feel like the Haus Labs softens more through here, pores in my line, compared to this side. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? It just kind of grabs a bit and settles a little bit. Nothing that would make me not buy it again, but if I had to choose between the 2, I'd choose Haus Labs. That said, I do notice that it lasts a long time on my skin. I wore it for a 10-hour day and it looked pretty much just like this. So that was a major plus. Also, there are 30 shades and it's really easy to find your shade, whereas the Haus Labs foundation is one of the hardest to find your color. The undertones were hard for me to pick out, and I'm a professional makeup artist for 26 years, and I was in the store for quite some time trying to find the right shade range and numbers, and nothing seemed to make sense. The Patrick Ta is a lot easier to navigate. I would make sure if you're truly dry skin to use a good hydrating base and to make sure that you really blend in around the areas that have any texture, whether that be 2% lines, wrinkles, pores, acne texture, dry spots, and such. It does roll over nicely, but I find it does settle and cling just a bit. All right, let's get into the Haus Labs. Now, I've been using the Haus Labs for a while. I have several different shades. I use it in my pro kit, and I absolutely love it. It creates the most beautiful bridal skin and really beautiful editorial skin. That said, let's go ahead and read a few key points and see if it matches up. It states that it has a Triclone Skin Tech medium coverage foundation with fermented arnica. So it's a skincare foundation. Highlights is that it is a natural finish, long wearing, Allure 2023 Clean Beauty winner. It's a medium coverage, weightless feel, and that arnica helps reduce redness and protects from environmental stress. Vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free. I had no idea that it was geared towards sensitivity and calming redness, so that's a major plus. So when it comes to the formula, the finish, the texture, who I would put this on, this foundation is a one-size-fits-all. You can sheer it down, you can build it up, it blurs pores, it brightens, it doesn't settle, it lasts a really long time, and it gives me that second skin-like look. It does set onto the skin, and I have no idea how it sets and still creates such a beautiful glow. It's just light catching compared to the Patrick Ta. It's still kind of sticky and sitting on the surface. So both good. I lean towards Haus Labs. Let's get into the other two foundations in the stick formula. We've got Charlotte Tilbury next and Dior. Let's start with the Charlotte Tilbury, the Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. Did you guys notice right away? It's glowy. It actually reminds me of a foundation mixed with the Hollywood Flawless Filter. It kind of reminds me of that, just not as intense. So it states it's a hydrating, radiant finish, light coverage, stick formula, cruelty-free, and that the main highlighted ingredients is the multi-molecular weight hyaluronic acid blend. It gives the skin a plumper appearance and nourishes. Vitamin E visibly transforms dull complexions with antioxidant and moisturizing abilities. And Delcon radish seed oil moisturizes and helps skin look smoother and firmer over time. Now, I should state, although these are both in stick formula, this is a tint, where this is definitely more of a medium to full coverage foundation. As you guys saw though, I put the Dior on top to give that lit from within glow if you guys want to kick back that shimmer and get a little more coverage. All right, I'm going to get into the Dior in a second, but let's go ahead and finish with my thoughts on the Charlotte Tilbury. What I love about this is that it's a great base before you put foundation on, or if you want something quick to give you that kind of facial sheen that you get when you just got out of a good facial or you went for a walk and you got a little bit of a sun tan at the same time. That's what this reminds me of. If you want to create something that has a little more coverage and you don't want to use foundation, just add a little concealer to the areas that you need to, and it's a great combination with those two, concealer with this. I do want to state that it's one of those types of formulas that you can definitely feel. So for those of you that don't want to feel anything, you like your products to sink into the skin, this is not for you. It definitely has a hydrated feel, not tacky, but rich feeling. It's very emollient. So for those of you with oily skin, I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Overall, I love it, and it's a staple for my kit for creating a lit from within glow or to highlight naturally certain areas of the face, because you can go back in, grab a little bit, and place it on the high points for a subtle glow. As you can see right here on the tip or the ball of my nose, little on the brow bone on the cheek, and it gives you a really pretty, subtle, light-catching, dewy skin look. Now, the gentleman at the Dior counter, who is a makeup artist, completely sold me on this when he said this buzzword / sentence, which was, do you remember the Dior Air Flash and how good it was and how we no longer carry it? And of course, my ears perked up and I thought, are they bringing it back? He said, not as of now that he knows of, but this is very similar in formulation. And I thought, how could it be similar? Because the Dior Air Flash came out in an aerosol and this is in a stick. But the formula, you guys, is very similar to the Dior Air Flash. I still like the Dior Air Flash better because I like the way it applied and I liked how easy it was to carry and that you didn't have to really blend it. You just put it on in a brush and quickly swirled it around. That said, the finish on this is really, really beautiful. It is a perfect demi-matte velvet finish with light catching skin benefits. As you can see, my skin, I feel, looks pretty flippin' good, you guys. Also, I'm not wearing a primer. I'm not wearing a moisturizer. I washed my face and I just put this on to give me some hydration. And look at how well this covered. Not grabbing, so soft. It feels like nothing on my skin. So it says it's a 24-hour multi-use foundation stick. It says that it's a natural finish. Helps to blur and wears for 24 hours with hydration. Buildable, glides on smoothly, evening out your complexion and eliminating imperfections in a single swipe. Heat and humidity resistant, helps to create a blurring effect and can be used as foundation or concealer for touch-ups on the go. Yes, yes, and yes. Everything stated there is absolutely true. I've been reaching for this. It is so convenient to have in my bag. I find that it lasts all day, but if I want a little extra coverage, I just take a little bit with my finger and tap it in and it layers gorgeously, you guys. Cannot recommend this enough. I'm a huge fan of Dior foundations anyways, but this is the one I've been waiting for. And there we have it, 4 new foundations. Some I like a little more than others, but they are all incredibly good. Depends on your preference. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. It's so good to be back. I'm going to try to film at least 2 or 3 videos a week for you all. I'm getting back into the groove. Once this art show is completed and I'm back from Europe, I'll be able to focus again more on artistry education. All right, everyone, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Continue to take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, if you guys like what you see here on this channel, it's so important to support us content creators by subscribing, hitting that like button, and leaving us a comment. So please help to support your favorite content creators, you guys. And if there's anything that you guys saw today that you absolutely loved, a great way also to support is to use the affiliate links. All you have to do is go down, click on the button, find what you love, shop using links, and then that helps to support us content creators as well to get a very small commission, but it does add up and it helps us to continue to do our channels. All right, everyone. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now, everybody.